Hello YouTube. This will be on Twitch as an upload, so hello Twitch guys. Hope you haven't missed me playing other games, but Anthem. Oh wow, I've been playing this game for so long I haven't even noticed this thing. This is gorgeous. And there's the picture for the... Alright guys, this is my official Anthem review. Me and the wife, I'm gonna say we've got maybe 30 hours into it. We haven't beaten the game. I'm level, I think, 21. She's level, like, 19. We haven't completed the story. We haven't done every stronghold. We're not at the end game. And I'm gonna do my best not to argue with all of the hate that's been out for this game. Because 90% of that hate was there before the game even dropped, so I just don't listen to the stupidity of that. I will say, the biggest thing people have against this game is, it's not my BioWare, it's not Mass Effect, it's not Knights of the Old Republic. And to that I say, well, duh. Those were single-player games where you could save before every decision. This is an MMO where they have to try to keep everybody's worlds at least semi the same. Because what if I talk to this chick right here, and I make a bad decision? And I don't know I make a bad decision, and my game ends and I get an alternate ending like Mass Effect 3 where no matter what I do, I accidentally started the apocalypse. Cool, I'm not at the end of the game, so maybe something like that happens. And I legit think that that's how the game is supposed to end. And then I meet my friend, and he made like one or two different decisions, and his game ended way happier. Oops. Now we're in an MMO, and when the first DLC drops, all I can think of is, man, I feel like I should start a brand new character because of this. Now, again, that's to the extreme. But like Lucky Jack, everybody that played the demo knows Lucky Jack. One of the big choices you get with him is he needs a tie-break vote to see what he and his buds are going to do. Are they going to go and hunt down some vicious wildlife critters that are hurting people out in the wild? Or are they going to go and do like a basic geological survey or something? I always go with the getting rid of some of the monsters out there, because some of those monsters kick my butt. And if he can make a few of those go away, in my book, as my role play in this role play game, no, don't worry, we'll be getting to things like that and those comparisons real soon. It makes me think, well, my decision matters. When he comes back, he's like, oh man, there was this crazy thing, and he tells me the stories. And I know to some people it's like, well, that doesn't affect the game, but it matters to me. It matters to my character, and it matters to me as the player. Another good example, and this is the one I've been thinking on all day to share with you guys, this is Yarrow.
It is only right a freelancer is the first to enter the Fortress of Dawn. Well done, my friend.
Thanks.
So, when you first meet him, he's in this little chapel, that flag's not there. These are all the little pictures you see, what you see on the left side of my screen. Over the course of the game, you eventually unlock doing some missions and quests for him, because he is a retired freelancer. That fact alone gives me respect for him, because every other freelancer I've met is either crippled or dead. Other than the people I am playing with that are my own age in-game canonically or whatever. So the fact that he lived long enough to retire and saw some of the crap I've had to go through, if not worse, oh yeah, he now knows he's a little too old for the game. So instead he has taken on the role of being the freelancer chronicler. And I can't read most of these stories. They're in the language of the game stuff. But he takes the stories that every freelancer had. Like, each of us has a story. There's a story about us, how we fought, how we died, how we lived. And he takes those and he writes them down on this wall. to commemorate them. Apparently, there was a bigger, older fort that was destroyed in this game, or in the canon. I'm gonna try to spoil as little as possible. So there was a place, and it's not a place anymore, or is it? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Play the game. And apparently the wall it had was massive. People would come from miles away to read the stories of the freelancers back when the freelancers were the hotness. As the story goes on, you can actually help him go and collect links of dead freelancers. Links are kind of like in Halo, where every person in the UNSC has that little like US, like little SD card kind of in their skull, and the Master Chief can pull that thing out and put in his helmet and be able to watch like the last 20 minutes of the guy's life. It's kind of like how the links work here. Like, there is in-game reason for like what the links do. The links help you control your javelin and stuff, but they also record your experiences. So Yarrow takes those experiences and chronicles them. And I have done maybe 5 or 6 missions for him. And every story mission, when I come back, he has filled up the wall just a little more. I didn't even notice it at first. It's so small. Like, after the first story mission, it was here. 2 or 3 story missions later, this wall is pretty much full. Now, I mean, he's filled up this entire room with just stories. Then you've got Halleck and Faye, who are in the intro cutscene. You've got to wait quite a while before you reconnect with them for story reasons and stuff. And it's fun! Lucky Jack, I haven't talked to in a while. That kind of upsets me. Pretty much for him, every dialogue piece I had in the demo, that's it. You talk to a janitor. And part of, like, the janitor will ask you to sign a petition for some dumb things. Like, one of the things he wanted was, like, people keep bumping into each other in the plaza. I want to institute foot traffic lanes. Like, street lanes for walking. No! But every time I have a conversation with him, he does mention that they are refurbishing this pond. And when you first start, this thing is half empty. It's got algae all over the place. But now, I feel like I'm halfway in the game. And my wife noticed this long before I did. She noticed it a couple of days ago. I just noticed it this morning. There are fish in there. Now there's fish. This thing is almost full to the brim now with nice, clear water. And that wasn't there. I don't know. Different characters just show up for me to talk to as the game progresses, because my fame, my reputation are going up. People are looking for me. Not always for a job. Some of them just want a friend. Some of them just want me to talk to them. I mean, this is a chronicler, a person that works with ciphers, which are like super smart psychic people, and she helps direct the flow of information. She's kind of like Yarrow, but for ciphers, and freelancers use ciphers to help them monitor all the data that they're handling. Like, they will see through my eyes or my javelin's eyes and just learn things and see things. And I mean, this game's got radio shows. So tell me, what in Destiny did I have? I'm not even through the plot in this game. Destiny's plot is very simple. Random space magic lady tells me robots bad. Go kill robots. Robots get slain. Game over. One conversation with Yarrow has a deeper plot and significance than that. I do quests for people. I just give people advice. One of my favorite stories so far is you see all this bread and these pastries and a little bag of fruit. Well, the woman that owned this place was going under. She was a fruit and bread merchant until her grain person either got killed or just stopped showing up. Because it's a hard trip to get here. We're kind of on the outskirts of society. Another girl, this one, used to be a baker, but she started losing grain too. And I'm like, well, what if you two pool your resources? Because she sold her bakery, so she's got money. She sold an entire business. She's got some cash. The other girl has an idea. And I'm like, well, what if you two partner up? She sells half the idea. And now, there's now a bakery in the market. Where bread was failing, now there's a freaking bakery. Zoe is my favorite girl. I wish she had some more dialogue. But she actually makes a point to say, it's good to smell fresh bread again. Now, these are two separate people I had to talk to. The fruit lady and the baker lady. What would my decisions have changed? And I know there will be YouTubers that open an account on PC and on Xbox and on PS4, and they will look through, well, what are all the options? What could I have done? And I did discover last night, because I feel like I made a decision I didn't like as much. Like, even this guy, the vanity store dude, has a story for why he sells vanity stuff. No one has that story. Not Destiny 1, definitely not Destiny 2, not Warframe. Warframe, the stuff's just there. Which is fine with me, because the creators of the game point out, well, maybe you don't want to grind this stuff for 9 million hours to try and get something that maybe we can sell you for 60 or 80 bucks. But the game's free, so you paying 60 bucks to support the game, I don't mind. Destiny? No. I paid almost $400 for that game between Destiny 1 and 2 before the microtransactions, because anytime they had a fix for a bug, oh yeah, that bug fix is part of the new DLC. I mean, I've already had 2 major updates to this game within a week. Today, there was an update. It was over 5 gigabytes. I haven't even noticed any major bugs that happen. Whatever they're fixing, I love that they're fixing it. Destiny 1 and 2, they came out buggy, plotless garbage. Well, at least, we'll compare it to Destiny 1. People keep comparing it to Destiny 2, and I'm like, guys, they have some of the same issues after 7 years that this game has right out the gate and is already actively fixing. Shut up. People are like, it's not my BioWare. I'm like, I don't care, guys. We saw how that turned out. Mass Effect 1 and 2 are gaming classics. Mass Effect 3 is seen as a pseudo dumpster fire. Like, what happened to this? What did you do? Like, why is this game so bleh? And the reason is they realize there are hundreds of different decisions you can make over the course of 3 games. They can't come up with 300 different endings, because no matter what they do in that case, if I made this particular path and I'm like, yes, I got the best ending I thought, well, now my friend sees my ending and is like, man, you were able to get everybody to live? How do I do that? How did you make a decision in game 1 that actually screwed you over in game 3? Well, crap, I gotta restart the entire game. But you can do that in a single player experience. Borderlands, you can do that. It's a single player experience. Destiny 1 and 2, you really can't. But that's why they don't give you choices, because they already know they can't handle more than one choice in that game. Boy or girl, robot or awoken. Those choices don't matter because they're not going to take them into account. Here, if I'm a boy or a girl, it doesn't really seem to matter. Everybody would rather be friends with the famous freelancer that's helping to do all these odd jobs that no one else will, than they want to romance me. And I don't mind if in a later DLC there are romance options. Do I need that immediately? No. But the groundwork is solid. People are like, there are holes in it. Like, I've been referencing Skill Up's reviews a lot. Other people are saying it's mediocre, and I'm just not seeing it. They're comparing it to Mass Effect, and Mass Effect's not the same genre. Yes, it's a sci-fi shooter, but it's not an MMO shoot loot. It's not an extended experience game. This one, Destiny, what I paid $60 for, was garbage. It was a $20 game selling itself at minimum $60. And that was garbage. I did not make my money back.
I'll update you when I find a situation that needs your talent.
Alright, let me know.
Here, the game's got solid mechanics and already knows, hey, by the way, this is the thing. Deal with it. Like, did I just make steam shooting water? Yes! That's a fucking... Sorry about the language, but that's freaking steam! Nothing in Destiny 1 or 2 comes close to that. But this game has a solid framework. There are mechanics I didn't know about in this game that are kind of hinted at subtly while you're doing the side content. What? I love that. The world is growing. I feel like I am watching it change, and that's the whole purpose of the plot of this game. The lore says there were these godlike figures. They built machines to channel, like, this untamable energy force of creation and destruction, and they were able to make these machines that kind of tap into it from time to time and make things change. Okay. Like, that already opens it to things can change as the game goes on. How about Destiny 1? Let's look at that story. I am Legend. No, I am literally the only person in the universe. Canonically, all of Destiny 1 happens over the course of 4 months. In that 4 months, you slay not one, but 2 gods, 2 or 3 entire political factions, and then at the beginning of D2, when you're coming back from some sort of thing that made it so you couldn't bring any of your guns or good equipment, so we all think some sort of award ceremony or party? You know he did. Not dead? Jeez, these guys are big. But like, you cannot tell me plot-wise is not head and shoulders above its competition. Your competition is Destiny 1 and 2. Oh, bro, the first 10 minutes of this game blow those out the water. Oh, your competition is Division? Most of its fan base left after the first year. By the time the game got good, nobody cared anymore about the plot. They just liked some good gameplay that wasn't Destiny. Destiny, it takes a 3-year loop to get anything done. Oh, you want good content? Pay us $100, get all of our garbage DLC, and then finally pay us another $40 to $60 to get the good DLC that was worth $200. Destiny 1 and 2 both did that. Taken King is looked at as like the god tier of Destiny 1. But to get to that point, you had to pay $60 for the game, $40 for the season pass, and then another $40 just for Taken King. Destiny 2 copied that formula exactly. Oh, you want all the major bug fixes? You want a good game? Cool. Pay us another $140 and you might get it. But like, you can't tell me the plot in this game is not solid. It is. I mean, I'm not talking about even the core plot. I'm talking about side characters here. Now, am I saying this game is flawless? No. No game is flawless. It's not. But the groundwork after a week has me sold on this game. March, they're bringing in a bunch of free DLC. Did you pay 60 bucks for the game? Cool, you are solid for all the DLC. At that point, if they tell me there is a big, major, like, out of nowhere, like, super huge update that's gonna be like 30, 40 gigs that they've been working on for a couple of years, they just don't want to call it a sequel? Did I just hit a wall, or did I just glitch out a bit? That was weird. But I'm just... This isn't nearly as buggy. I can't take advantage of glitches like I could in D1 or D2 to the point that people aren't playing the game we want the way we want it to. We're gonna have to make, like... Oops. I did not want to pick that up without the wife here. Now I feel like trash. Sorry. Ember, cool, what else? But, like, we've been taking our time. I don't care about the end game. If I buy a $60 game, I want the game to just be good. I don't want to buy it based on beating the game as quickly as possible and fighting a boss over and over, farming god tier loot to fight another boss. That's kind of how,
Be on the lookout.
like...
Sentinels have spotted scars in the area.
Yay. But, in my opinion, based on every other shooter-looter, no, it's not Borderlands 2. It's not.
The turrets give them an advantage. Take them down.
But at the same time... Darn, I forgot how to zoom with a sniper. Oops. Just, Borderlands 2 is still my favorite shooter-looter RPG game. That's not gonna change until maybe Borderlands 3, or this game really gets its... The heck is this gun? I like that. Not when this gun does... Good guy.
First turret down, things will get harder.
Will they? With the super reactor.
The last Scar turret is down. There's a fine lesson for them. Scar heading this way. We're in for a serious fight.
But no, just... Oh, right. Role-playing in my role-playing game. I'm sorry, guys. I was focused on the combat and not dying. Let's see. What role do you play in Destiny 1 and 2? You're the guy who does everybody's job. Why is there a Vanguard? Like, honestly, that's really what I feel like I do in that game. Like, oh, some other evil god has spawned evil legions of death and chaos? Yeah, I'm gonna be the only guy you keep sending in a 1 or 3-man team over and over because nobody else apparently can do this job. Even though you're a baby guardian, by all accounts. Like, you are not an old soul. Like,
Skull Leader is down. Hopefully that sends a message to the rest.
by all rights, every other
Please
guardian
deal with
in
these
the...
scars before anything else.
Every other guardian you meet should be more capable than you because they've got way higher levels, better loot, better experience. But no. They're all pretty much treated like you are some messiah from nowhere. I mean, even the Traveler talks to you. No one else is that cool. It's like... what's the point of everybody else? Here, I'm just the only guy that still wanted to do the job after a horrific setback. Okay, I can accept that. That is a solid story. Everybody else retired because the job got too hard and they can't mentally handle it anymore. And I understand that. It's a thing. They all have either PTSD or they don't want to get PTSD. So they're like, I'ma quit while the getting's good. Cool. Solid, in fact.
They're making a retreat. The Fort will be happy with this news.
Not if I kill you all. But no, like... And let's... Like, the Vanity Store has a story. Holy freaking crap. I'm happy. Why are you selling me vanity stuff? Bruh, the better you look, the more your enemies fear and respect you. Holy crap, was it that hard? He's got a story for why he uses his own slogan. Like, why does he say he likes to sell the thunder? Because when he was young, he met a creature that terrified him and his group of friends in 15 seconds by making a crap ton of thunder sounds. I don't want to fight that dude, they said, and they turned tail and ran. And he's like, I can't handle that kind of job, so for those who do, I'ma sell them some thunder. Yes! This is the Vanity Store guy doing it right! He has more character than Ikora, than Zavala, not than Cade. Cade is still my favorite friend in Destiny. But now they've killed him off. I got no reason to play a Destiny 3. What the heck is that bullcrap? Who sent me? Why are you over there by yourself, bro? Now, again, this game is not perfect, and I think me and the entire community has one big issue. Like, the folks of us that enjoy playing the game and aren't just trolling the game because it gets you clicks, have realized, okay, yeah, there is one enemy that really needs to get tweaked a lot. The Titans. The iconic super enemy of this game that everybody sees in the trailers and the ads and all that jazz. They're really big, they're really tanky, they've got a lot of abilities that you really can't counter, it feels like.
I'm detecting a signal from inside the Strider. Survivors are inside the cargo bay.
And that's bullcrap. Like, my character flies a lot, but they can make fire just kind of appear out of thin air, which makes you overheat and you can't fly anymore. Well, when half of my combat style of my class is built around, hey, flying, it's kind of important. I mean, I get bubble shield when I'm flying. Cool. I'm gonna get out of here because I don't want this video to be any longer than it is already. But no, just to all the haters, please come at my comments. Maybe you did notice something that I didn't notice. That's how the video gaming community grows. You notice a problem, or I notice a problem. Maybe what you think is a problem is what I have been aching for in an RPG MMO. My character and I, we get to make choices. Yes, there's not many choices. They may not impact the story. But at the same time, it's my story. Destiny says become legend. I am literally a legend for plot convenience. The universe of Destiny says all things revolve around this main character. I have main character plot armor. I don't want it. I don't want main character plot armor. I want to just play a good fun game that gives me a reason, that makes me want to be part of this world. And right now, I feel that. Right now, this game is worth the $60 I paid. Not only am I paying for this game, I'm paying for all of the future content that comes with it for free. anybody who's like, Destiny 1 was better, Destiny 2 was better, you also paid 3 times what I paid. And that's if you didn't get the collector's edition. That's if you didn't get any of the fancy editions for anything. That's if you didn't buy any of the stupidly overpriced microtransactions. No, I didn't want to do that. I really don't like the launch bay. I don't know what the launch bay's real purpose is. It does everything that Fort Tarsis does. It's just a giant warehouse looking room. Like, I don't like it. I mean, it's extra. It's not something I'm gonna use. Alright guys, so my review, this game is amazing. It's way better than Crackdown 3. Crackdown 3 is really just, if you wanted more Crackdown, Crackdown 3, cool. Am I gonna pay full price for that game? No. I might as well just replay Crackdown 1. Because, why wouldn't I? Like, they have pretty much the same achievements. Collect all the green orbs. Okay. 30 gamer score. Woo! I can do that in both games. I feel like Crackdown 3 is more of a remaster, but this game is its own thing. Yes, it does take the aesthetic of Warframe and some of the gameplay elements of Destiny, and it's making a brand new story. It's making a brand new universe for this game. This game can go anywhere. They could introduce space travel a la Warframe and Destiny 1 and 2. Awesome! Yeah, this I think takes me to Fort Tarsis. Yeah. I want to go here. What? No. I don't know how to leave this place, honestly. Oops. Where does this go? No, those are people. Alright guys, while I'm trying to figure out how to use a door, because I don't like this place. Like, yeah, it's a meeting area for like, hey, are you getting ready to go to anywhere? Cool. Like, if you know you're not going to be role-playing with anybody, cool, you can totally leave. No, wrong button. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna have to leave the game because I can't leave. I don't know why I can't leave. I'm probably doing something dumb. Like, here's the forge. Don't care about the forge right now. Where does this go? I don't want to start an expedition. I want to leave. I know that's the door. Or is this the door? Watch, there are collectibles in this place, and I've never even looked. But this game is amazing. I'm happy about it. I'm in love with it. I want to see more. I want to see what happens with all of these characters I am becoming friends with. Now, my character, me, Yarrow, is cool. Retired badass, recording the stories of every Lancer that's come before and after him. That's amazing. What does the Cryptarch do? So yeah, this game might make me sound biased. I'm not. I bought the special edition of this just like I bought the special edition of Destiny. After a day or two and I beat the story in Destiny 1, I wanted my money back. The game they sold me wasn't there. This, I'm being sold on an action-adventure, sci-fi, RPG, shoot-and-loot RPG. I said RPG twice because, gosh darn it, I want a good RPG. This gives me that. Is each decision going to change the ending of the game? No, it can't. It's an MMO. Is it going to affect the lives of the couple of people I talk to and make me feel like I changed their lives for the better or the worse? Yes. And that's what I want. I want to change the world. I want to change the world I'm in. Do I need an epic space odyssey? Do I need to become a legend? Do I need to become a god? No. I just want a good story, some fun characters, some great gameplay. If you can give me better than no story, I'm happy. Like, this game's got a plot. I can't say the same for Destiny 1. And Destiny 2's plot was pretty much, yeah, you're starting at square one because reasons. And, oh, by the way, this guy wants your job. That's the whole story. Gaul wants to take the light from all the Guardians because he thinks he can do it better. His words, not mine. He wants to be one of the Traveler's flunkies, just like me. Great, buddy. You do that. This game is good. This game will also be the last video I am recording for probably a month. Me and my wife are going to be moving. So the next couple of weeks will probably be us finding a new place. The couple of weeks after that will be us actually doing the moving. We are doing it kind of quick because our lease is running out on this place, and we've both realized it's just so small. So dang small. Like, we got this before we were even married, and stuff accumulates. We've been putting stuff in storage, we have so much stuff, and now we're like, well, screw it. If we're gonna be putting stuff in storage and about to renew the lease, why not just get a bigger place? Our finances are a little better, we're having a better time, so hopefully I'm not gone a full month. The lease, we are needing to get a place before March 31st. I'm recording this February 28th, so the time is a-ticking. But since we both work for a school, spring break for us is 2 weeks from now. So we're going to have more time than the average couple looking for a new place. Like, normally you're trying to find your place, you're looking around after work or before work or during the weekends. Well, here we're going to have like 9 weekend days plus regular weekends. I'm like, cool. So I will be gone for a while, guys. I will do my best to do any updates in the YouTube community tab. I don't think anybody looks there. I keep forgetting it even exists, so cool. I love you guys. I already miss you guys. I'm loving this game. I hope any of you that have an Xbox One send me a message in the game and say, hey man, took your advice, the game's good, or hey man, game's still looking kind of iffy to me. I don't know if you can still download the demo or not. If you can, you're just past the demo. Like, we actually did in-game the content for the demo yesterday and last weekend. And we were like, holy crap, this stuff's so much easier when you're actually geared the way you want to be in the game. Like, because the demo gave you kind of a generic build. Like, your best gear was blue. I'm already level 20, so I'm getting purple. So I'm a little ahead of where I was in the demo, which is cool. I'm having a blast. I hope you guys are having a blast. Until I see you next time, lights out.